Hey everybody, it's Brooke. Look, we're back to keep playing with our beautiful Joie de Fille flippy flappy Christmas journal that we made. So we made this the last video, and there'll be a link down in the description below for this video, as well as a link to Joey's channel where she does a much better job explaining it with her original idea. So this journal that I made is just about identical to the one that Joey made. However, you guys know I just can't leave well enough alone. And, well, I was thinking, hey, this is really cool, but what if? So let's go ahead and do the what if part today. So, obviously, I just showed you this opens up. It's a triple flap, and then you close that page up and you close that page up, and everything's all snug in there. Okay, so then I'm going to flip it over. So this is the back cover, and what I have pulled out here is another piece of that Joy to the World scrapbook paper that is so gorgeous. Thank you again, Maddie and Madison. And a couple coffee dyed envelopes. I just cut the pointy flap off and left a little space right there. And then going through my random Christmas papers that were left over and some coffee dyed papers, I pulled out just what was in there. Nothing in particular. This is from a Christmas Memories book. I love this paper. Lots of places to write. However, the way we're putting it in, the lines will be going up and down. And that's fine with me because I don't have a problem turning my journal and journaling this way or covering it up and, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter to me at all. And then I found this really battered old children's book page. You can see I didn't tape this. This was taped a long time ago, and it's pretty brittle, but isn't it pretty? Look at those little images on it. So I found that just floating around in the box. And then I also found this is a subscription form for the Saturday Evening Post. And it's from a 1956 edition, and I think it's pretty. And I just used washi tape and attached those two pieces together. And so I have that. I also didn't do it very straight, did I? Let's see if we can straighten that up a little bit. But that is a-okay. So that is the stuff that I pulled out that we're going to play with. The first thing that I would like to do is take our piece of scrapbook paper, and that can be whatever paper you want, you guys. This is just, I'm using kind of what I had right here in my Christmas box. And so what we're going to do is trim this down to 9 inches, because that's how tall our journal is. It's 9 inches. Whoops, 9 inches. So we'll trim this guy to 9 inches. After I crash into every single thing on my desk. All right, you're going for a ride. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, didn't move the camera. Yay. I'm just pushing some stuff back, so maybe I won't crash so much. All right, so let's cut this down to 9 inches. See how my cutter's doing today. A little less humid today, so I think maybe it'll cut a little better. Okay, and then we know that this is, what do we know? Do we know how wide that is? I don't remember. 6 inches. Aha. So we will cut this to a little over 6 inches because we want to make a hinge as well to glue it. So I'm going to go to 6.5 inches and cut that. Put my scraps to the side because, oh, we'll use those. Yes, we will. Now what I'm going to do is pull our journal over. Make sure this is still the back cover. Yep, I didn't do anything weird. Okay, and we're going to put this on the back cover and make another page. So what I'm going to do, isn't that beautiful on the other side? I love this paper. I'm just a fool for this paper. I'm going to go ahead and fold it a little bit. Where's my bone folder? We'll need that. Oh, I put all my tools over here to the side. That was silly. Let's grab those. That'll help. Here we go. All right. Get those back over here. I have lost my X-Acto knife. We used it on Creepy Baby the other night, and I have the cap for it, but the X-Acto knife has run away from home. No idea where it went. So if any of you guys saw what I did with it, leave it below in the comments. Alright, so we have a nice little hinge there. And once again, I'm going to miter those corners. Kind of streamline it and reduce some of the bulk in the corners. Alright. And now let's glue it. Get out my art glitter glue. Get our... Oh, I put all the tools on top of the journal. That was genius. So I want to... This is the flap, right? Or the fold, rather. And I want to line up our page right here. So... Oh, and I almost put the glue on the wrong side. So let's go ahead and glue this hinge that we made. Still haven't gotten my little fine tip points out for my art glitter glue. And honestly, I mean to do it as soon as I'm done recording, and the minute I walk away, I completely forget, because that is how I roll. Okay. Wasn't flowing too well, so let's make sure we have enough glue. I don't want so much that it squishes out everywhere, but again, this is a working mechanism, so we want to make sure it's pretty well glued. All right, let me push that up, and I'm just going to hold the flap with my fingers while I line it up. Make sure we get a good line there, get it nice and straight. Oh, and look, I folded the hinge a little too deeply so that some of the book shows, and you know what? That is perfectly fine. That is not the end of the world at all. It gives it a little more interest. Okay, so rub that, make sure we get a good stick. Oh, look how beautiful those pages are together. I love how busy it is and the colors and blah. Put my pin back in my glue. Hardest part of crafting in my world. Alright, so now I thought something else that might be fun to do would be to put envelopes on this edge, right? And this is still, we're working on the back cover. So let's grab those envelopes that I had out, and we'll do, excuse me, the same thing that we did on the inside with envelopes, right? So let's see here. I don't think I want to line them up. I think I want them to be staggered a little bit. And again, this is just a commercial envelope that's coffee dyed, and I cut off the point of the envelope flap because we don't need that. And as much stuff as I like to stick in my journals, we should probably reduce the bulk wherever we can, right? So that I can add the bulk back in with my own stuff. Yeah. So there's the glue for that. I find it easier for myself. You know, it's a personal thing, but I do find it easier to line it up straight this direction. So lining that up, and I don't think I'll go, well, I am going to go right to the bottom. What the heck? Right to the bottom and right to the edge. Beautiful. Okay. We'll make sure that's adhered and make sure that it's not too wide. Oh, that was close. If the envelope is wider than 6 inches, obviously the book's not going to close very nicely. Oh, it wasn't close. That's just on the seam. Cool. So we are good to go. I was thinking that doesn't look like 6 inches. And my lighting is still so bad, you guys. I don't know what has changed. Something has, and it's gotten crazy. Hopefully you can see well enough that you can tell what I'm doing. Alright. And we'll go ahead and glue this second envelope down. And I'm going to stagger that one towards the top. Again, my glue is getting a little jammy. I think I'm getting pretty low on this art glitter glue. I'll have to put in another order because God forbid, you know, that I don't have any. That would be a crisis. That's right up there with no glue stick. Can't have that happen. No. Alright, so once again, hold the flap with my finger so I can kind of peek and see where we're going. Line it up at the top and on the side edge. Don't want to put it right into the crease of the other envelope, but pretty close. Nice and straight. And flip it over and mash that down. And look at that. So now we have another envelope flippy flap on the back. We have this. Actually, that's going to look really cool with the envelope sticking out. I love that. I'm glad that we ended up with some of this exposed. I like how it looks. So there's that. And then I thought, well, I said to myself, what if we do a little pocket, a little tuck even. And I'm looking for another piece of paper somewhere here. Come now. How about a piece of Christmas music? Because I love that paper. It's a pretty old Christmas Carol book, and I just love it. Christmas, it's carols, customs, and legends. And it's, oh, just about exactly the right height. You guys, look, it's Joy to the World. That's the name of the paper collection. Why, that is serendipitous, isn't it? So let's use that. And looks like it's going to need just a tiny haircut. Not much. I'm going to fold, or I'm going to trim off this curly edge as well while we're here. And then we want to go to 9 inches. Oh yeah, it's just barely over 9 inches. Okay. So there's that. And I think that what we should do, that's my thinking noise, that we'll just fold it in half, because I hate to lose the Joy to the World title, but this paper is older and a little bit brittle, so I think that having it folded over is going to make this pocket a lot more durable. So let's look at it like that. Do we want it that wide, or should we give it another haircut? Let's give it another haircut. Let's do it. Maybe 2.5. That way it's a nice tuck spot. It'll hold something really nicely, but it won't cover up that whole back page, because I really love that paper. Alright, and we'll get out our glue book. I have everything stacked all around me, but nothing right here in front of me. So this is just an old book that I cut pictures out of, and then also use it to glue upon. Look how music-y this paper is and all the words. I love this Christmas paper. Or Christmas music, rather. So we'll just glue this and fold it in half. And that way, again, we'll have that double strength for the pocket so that it's a nice, durable sort of pocket. Give that a good smush. And then we shall, actually, you know what'll be nice? Is it's going to cover up the flaps of the envelope. So it'll cover up that mechanism. I think I'm going to scoot it out a little bit, and then we can actually put a piece of that gold washi tape down there. And that super duper works for me. Alright, just double checking to make sure we have it the right height. Okay, that wouldn't be we, that would be me. That's all on me. Using our art glitter glue again. Oh no, I did glue the right side. I was like, wait, I glued the wrong side. And I think you can still tell this is Joy to the World. And that makes me happy. At least I know anyway. And that's what matters. And now you guys know. Alright, so we'll glue that down. So I glued on 3 sides. Let's put that pin back in, and now my glue is sort of burping glue everywhere. Uh-oh, hold on. Time for a cleanup. Aisle 9. Clean up on aisle 9. I don't know if it's the weather or just getting close to the end of this glue, but it's misbehaving. Get the pin back in there. That's excruciating. Okay. Where is our gold washi? I want to put that down while I'm thinking about it. And I was looking back at what we did last time and had to go back and re-glue some of this washi. Washi my Aunt Fanny. There's no stick here. There's no sticking with this glue, or this washi. Nope. So let's make sure that we get it good and glued. And the fun thing about doing this is you can just keep going forever. Keep adding more flips and flaps and pockets. Just whatever you feel like doing. Oop. It's also really, this washi is a really strange texture. But I love how it looks. It's not over the top glittery. Alright, so we want to make sure that we don't glue our envelopes closed. Just enough to cover up that seam, and it's not necessary. I just wanted to bring this washi over here because we used it on the other side, and I think it's pretty. Alright, get that good and press down using my handy dandy card key. Put my glue lid on, and then we can just flip this over. So many flips and flaps now. And trim the excess off. Alright, and there we have that. Whoops. Alright, so look at that. Isn't that pretty? All this room to decorate, to write on, to put photos, places to put photos and cards inside. Okay, that's phenomenal. In love. So in love with this. I don't know if I want to put washi on this side. That would be consistent with the other side, but you know me. I'm a rebel. I might not do it. I'll take it under advisement. So that's what we have there. Now, the other thing that I thought would be fun to do is to take those pages that I showed you. Oh, actually, let's do this one first. Okay, so that's that book page that I showed you. And let's go back over to the front. Now I've got all the flips and flaps in an uproar. Okay, so we'll go back over. This is the front half that we made the other day. And I was thinking, what if, oops, I just bent that. Shame on me. There, it's all better. What if, just because we made a flap here, and this could also certainly be a fabric flip. It could be no flip at all, whatever you like. But I'm thinking I just want to make this a flip because I like family photograph, favorite Christmas card. Those could be, you know, hints of what to put there or not at all. So I'm going to go ahead and let's do a little eyeball in here. We won't do anything crazy like measuring because, well, we don't believe in that. And we'll put a little tick mark there, and that's where we'll fold it. My tools are creeping in on me. There. So we'll get that folded. And again, this is just, we're just making a little hinge. And I've made sure that I did trim this paper down in advance. And so it's a little less than 6 inches wide, because that's what this piece is, a little less than 6 inches. And it's 9 inches high, plus a little extra for our hinge. So we will burnish that down, make sure we've got a nice crease. Give it a little miter. And I did think about doing this as a fabric flip. Honestly, my fabric was just not next to me, and this was. So that would be fun to do as well. I don't think I have a ton of Christmas fabric left either, you guys. I'm going to have to do some Christmas craft shopping. I'm going to use my art glitter glue again because I don't think I trust the glue stick to really last with a lot of flipping and flapping. You could use all the different kinds of pockets you know how to make, all the ephemera that you've made. That could all go in here and just be fabulous. I hope my big head's not in the way. Looks like maybe it's going to need a little bit of a trim on the bottom, but that is just fine. Put it that way. We got some glue seepage, but this dries clear, so again, it's not a big deal. We could put washi tape across there, strip of fabric, another piece of paper, and then, you know, this is our little quadruple pocket that we made for down there. But look at that. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love it, love it. I did think about inking it, but I haven't inked anything else in this book, so I didn't. So that's something on that side. Let's go back to this back part, and I'll flip through the whole thing, so to speak, when we're done, so that you can see how it works. So these are the pages I pulled out. Some coffee dyed, as I said. I really like this old beat-up book, and it's just not going to be straight because the book page itself was so crooked. So I've got those two attached with some washi tape, and let's see, what else do we want to use? I've got, this is graph paper, or columnar pad, that I coffee dyed. This is not vintage. And I've got this, which I love, but I don't think I'm going to use it. Am I? Oh, decisions. I think I'm going to use this guy. That's from that same book from which we just made a flap. Alright, so let's put this one on the outside because it's biggest. And then put this guy in the middle so that it has a little protection from the pages on either side. And then grab this one. And we're just making a little tiny journal-ish thing. Okay, and I didn't get out my clips. Let's grab those. I'm a clipper. Okay, and whoa, oh, that's my glue pin. I didn't put my glue pin back in. Holy cow. Right, so what we will do is, oh, I don't know. You know what? I am going to use this one. Look at me. I made a crazy decision because I like this paper and I want it to be tall. I like when the pages are all different heights and widths, but generally I like the outside page to be pretty close to the same as the cover, which in effect is what this is going to be. So we'll go ahead and take those pages we just folded and find the center and move them around, move the pages around so they're where we want them. I've got you where I want you. Let's go ahead and clip here. It's a little awkward doing it this way because of all the bulk on the back, but it's okay. It's doable. Okay. And then I think I'm going to try to clip it back here. I don't know if this clip is long enough. Do I have a bigger clip? I do somewhere, but not in front of me. This one's a little bigger. Will this hold it? No, that's not going to hold it either. Alright then. We'll just see if we can get it to hold enough. Right? Okay. So this is just like binding a regular journal. I'm going to grab my pokey tool right here. And we'll do a pamphlet stitch. And I'm not measuring. You could if you wanted to. I'm not. We're going to go right about in the middle. Make sure we get all the way through. And yep, it's right where we want it, going through on the spine edge. And right about there. And I don't know, right about there. Okay. And I was kind and went ahead and pre-threaded a needle because really, do you need to watch me thread a needle? Probably not so much. And I think we'll have the knot on the inside. So let's go through the middle. And up through the top. Can be either direction you want to. Just a standard 3-hole pamphlet. I think I already said that. Maybe twice. Sorry. And then through that bottom hole. Up. Take these clips off now that we've gotten all those done because it makes the book sort of run amok. Alright. And as I was saying, honestly, this whole design is so much fun to just, you can just go crazy. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do wrong? How did I end up like this? I can't talk and sew at the same time. Brooke. Oh, because I went the wrong way. Okay, let's just start that over, shall we? Okay. Yep, no talking. Shh, be very quiet. We're gonna just start the whole thing over. Oh, but I took my clips off. It's a real struggle, people. It's a real struggle. The struggle is real, which actually is so overused, but oh my gosh, it cracks me up. Try to get my clips back on there so we don't lose our hole spacing. And we'll just start this over. You do get to watch me thread the needle after all. I did this for you because I need to be disappointed. Okay. Being very quiet. Did I say I wanted this? I wanted to do it on the not on the inside. Yeah, that's just what I said. So let's get this needle threaded up. Again, I'm using Line Co. waxed linen thread. Love it. Darling Nicole, it should not leave any wax on your pages whatsoever. I was watching your video when you were hating on your waxed thread, and it looks like what you got is a much heavier weight thread, and it's much more waxed. And that's like a craft waxed linen thread, and what you really want is bookbinding thread. There's a difference. Almost did it wrong again because I was talking. Huh. Good, we got our holes, yay. Didn't lose our holes. Didn't lose our holes, good news. And the reason that I decided to do this on the inside was because I think I might dangle beads or little Christmas trees or stars or something off the strings on the inside, just for fun. Because if a little is good, more is better. Ooh, did I take my clips off too fast? Nope, we're good. So you come back through that middle hole, just like any other book that you're, journal that you're binding. Make sure that your two tails are on either side of the long thread. Give that a good pull. Make sure you got everything nice and taut. I'm going to put my needle, you know how I am about making sure that needle goes back in the brown felt. If I don't, then it's going to end up wherever my craft knife is. Which is a mystery. I'm almost wondering, could I have thrown it away by mistake? Cleaning up and just popped it in the trash can with scraps without thinking about it? Because that would be like me. I'm just turning it over to check to make sure we've got a good tight bind on our little book. And before I double knot it, let's go and look. Oh, how cute is that, right? This is an old like hardware store catalog, and the paper is, it's not onion skin, but it's not like copy paper weight either, and I love how it coffee dyes. And then we have our columnar paper, and it's folded up so we can make a pocket there. Oh look, then there's that old beat up children's Christmas book. Love it, love it. Yep, it's definitely ragged, but I love it. And then there's that book that I love, that's the family history or Christmas memories or something. Those pages are in packs in my Etsy shop if you like this book. I think I still have some left. Unless I go steal them all. Nope, I'm not allowed. Alright, so I'm tying a triple knot just for fun, and I'm not going to trim it yet until I decide what I want to dangle off of it, if anything. And if I change my mind about that, I can just cut it. So that is done. So go through, and I do like to go through after I've bound some pages in and just make sure we've got good sharp creases, good sharp folds, everything is laying right. Love it. I'm in love with it. Alright. So that is that. And as I said, man, you could just keep on going and keep on going. And this is where we are. This is the front of the book, which is step by step exactly what Joie DeFee did. And again, the link to her videos will be down in the description. So it opens up this way, and we have this fun pocket over on this side. Find something to show you. So there's a pocket back there, and a pocket there, and a pocket there, and a pocket there. Wah! Fun. Got a big blank page there for decorating or to leave just the way it is, whatever you like. That opens up, and then there's Joie's flip flap mechanism. So we have a paper bag here. We have this beautiful magazine page here that's an envelope. And then we have this beautiful page that I still love. And this is from, I think I said it was a Good Housekeeping. It's not. It's a Saturday Evening Post from 1956. And we made an envelope out of that. And then we have more of the Christmas music envelope from that. Then this is the back cover. So we have a big page there to just do whatever with. When you close all this up, and this is the flip we just made, and there's another one of those pockets with the four pockets, I guess. And that closes up. And then you turn the whole thing over, and this is what we did today. We put on this page that opens like that, and then we just bound in a few pages. Extra real estate, you know. Can't forget to go close those up, but I think we'll do some decorating in this one before we call it done. Isn't that fun? I love this order form. And there's the back of that little tiny signature we put in. Here are 2 envelopes. So again, we have the places to put stuff there, put stuff there. And then we made this side tuck as well, right there. So that is the back half of the book. And this could be, I'm still so impressed with how that ended up right in the center. That makes me happy. It was not intentional. That was dumb luck. You could tie a ribbon around it to keep it closed. I made I don't know if I have it right here. I made a belly band. Peggy Pockets reminded me of doing a paper band to slide over books to keep them closed, and I've been using it more often because Peggy Pockets is a genius. Thanks, Peggy. But you know, you can do whatever you want to keep it closed. It's pretty compact so far, but there's a lot of room. Honestly, I think you could do this as a December daily, or just a daily journal, or a junk journal, or whatever you feel like making. But there it is, you guys. The mechanisms are done. I think I'll come back and we can do a little bit of decorating on it, and then we'll move on to a different kind of journal because it's still Christmas in July. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Check out Joie's video for the original idea down below. We'll also link my video for making my version, which was exactly the same as Joie's, but that video will be linked down below. And if you had fun and enjoyed it, please leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you really enjoyed it, share the video with a friend, and I will see you guys really soon. Stay safe and stay well, everybody. And if you can, still stay home and craft. Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.